Welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Grillmastah, and today we have Blue Star. Blue Star looks like an abnormality with a bunch of legs, human or mannequin, attached to a blue heart in the center. A black nothingness is in the dead center of it all. You don't want to send anybody in to this abnormality that is not 5-star. 4-star will die immediately. When you send somebody in, attachment is low, instinct is common, insight is high, and repression is high. When you send in somebody who is lower, level 4, they immediately get sucked in to the center of the abnormality. They fall down on their knees and are immediately sucked in. And the wealth counter decreases. When the abnormality escapes, it goes to a random location in your facility. It will suck in all of the lower level characters and anybody who is level 4 or below in the area. I have never actually suppressed it until this moment. Blue Star is resistant to red, endured to black, very resistant to white, and weak to pale, so ideally you want pale or black next. With a good amount of people, you can probably take it down pretty well, but never bring anybody level 4 into the room with it. When it's defeated, it gets sucked together, explodes, and the heart falls on the ground, and returns back to its original containment facility. The story of Blue Star. Urgent announcement to all personnel working in lobotomy. We support any company program that promotes positivity, but recently we've gotten reports that there have been group activities that are planning conspiracies. Due to the many allegations, we have decided to investigate. By company policy, you are not allowed to idolize or worship certain abnormalities. It is not allowed to idolize any being here. Employees who are caught trying to enter a containment facility without authorization will be punished. If you have an impulse to throw yourself towards a certain abnormality, that means you are under the influence of a certain infection. Just like some abnormalities that are held here, it's part of the process of controlling and misleading your brain. If this happens, please stop working and immediately seek mental treatment. As you have all passed basic employee training, I hope no one will be foolish enough to be misled. Here is the blacklist. Those who appear in the blacklist must take 3 days of mental treatment provided by the company and will receive punishment decided by the sheriff. We are distributing this list in order to bring to your attention about astonishing number of infected employees around you. Calling Emily, who broke into the containment facility for a certain abnormality and killed herself a few months ago, a martyr, will be considered as being non-compliant with the company rules. In addition, we would like to praise Dylan for his courage of rescuing employee Sophie, who is about to commit suicide. If any of your coworkers start showing behavior similar to this, please report them to your sheriff in charge. Dear Dylan, I don't believe you intentionally sold us and Sophie out. I'm sure you were just worried about Sophie. She's locked up now. I heard that she repeatedly tried to escape, so they tied her to her bed. Tell me, is it wrong to have faith? We are all sinners, and the Blue Star is the only place that accepts sinners. We will purify our sins there. We all go back to that place someday. It's an instinct. You may think Emily, who threw herself to the Blue Star, is dead, but she only returned to her rightful place. She's a martyr. She became an eternal star. The rising of a star means a brand new start. Don't you hear the sound of the everlasting trumpet? When you are close to the star, you can hear the welcoming cheers and singing. If we all return back to this place, only the Blue Star will remain. We will meet again as stars. The management tips. Employee with temperance level 3 or below were immediately sucked into the center of the abnormality. An employee with prudence level 4 or below finished the work, wealth counter reduced. When the work time prolonged for 60 seconds or more, its wealth counter decreased by 1, and the employee who was working became sucked into the center of the abnormality and died. Employees with temperance level 2, prudence level 3, and below died as soon as they encountered the escaped abnormality. When the abnormality remains escaped, all the sounds will change to a quiet, low-pitched tone. and sight will become hindered. While the abnormality remains escaped, all panicked employees in the facility will be sucked into the center of the abnormality and die. Instinct is low, insight is common, oppression is common, and attachment's very low. The weapon is long range, and it hits pretty good, and the armor is very good, nice. It's 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, and 1 to Pale. So it's one of the best ones we've seen on Pale so far, other than Judgment Bird. The gift is the Son of the Star, a movement speed plus 10. It is an escaped object with a quality counter of 2. It's resistant to black. It is resistant to red, endured to black, very resistant to white, and weak to pale. So ideally you want to use pale. And that has been Blue Star. Until next time.